Ahoy hoy, I'm Captain Boomies, and I have spent my entire life at sea obsessing about yachts. Join me as I take an up-close and personal look at some incredible vessels, revealing what it takes to craft some of the most jaw-dropping yachts on the planet, and more importantly, how folks enjoy them. Whether you're reeling in a big one, plunging into the sea, or just throwing one heck of a party, there's a million ways to soak up the fun. Let's dive into the yacht life.
Hey guys, this is Captain Cholly. We're in Jupiter, Florida, and this is the Pipe Dream. So I've been running an Estrella for 4 years now. This is my 5th year with an HCB, and it's a super fun boat, and there's not another boat that's more versatile. This is the ultimate sportsman's boat right here, and that's how we use it. If my boss says, let's load up the girls and go to the sandbar, I have 30 to 40 people on board here every single time we go out anywhere. So this is the only boat where you can actually fit that type of people and have a good time. We're able to have 10 divers on board, and in the morning we'll go out fishing with 20 rods, fish, catch 5 sailfish in the morning, and then come home and go diving or free diving or spear fishing. Constantly doing something fun and catching our own food. Whenever this boat goes by, a $200, $300 million boat, that whole crew is outside taking videos and pictures of my boat. That's how cool this boat is. This is the ultimate lifestyle boat because you're able to do anything, whether dive, free dive, spearfish, whatever, fishing, or just cruising trying to impress the old lady.
Welcome to Jupiter. I'm with Captain Cholly, and we're gonna go check out the 65 Estrella.
Welcome to the Pipe Dream.
Oh my God, is that her?
That's her.
She looks mean with that paint job.
The last boat was all white, your standard yacht color, and now we did the military gray and the light gray upstairs. What's up?
Well, hello there, hi. That tower is incredible, but this is astonishing.
600s on the back of there, 3,600 horsepower pushing this bad boy. And we can hit a top speed of 69 miles an hour.
Are you kidding me? This is the coolest thing.
So this is hull 11 for HCB, the 65 Estrella. This is the world's largest center console. And this is actually the first center console with 6 600s on the back there. So 3,600 horsepower on the back, pushing this big girl at 70 miles an hour.
All right, so I'm totally blown away by the 600s on the back. The other thing that really is striking is this Tuna tower. Talk to me about it.
So this is the first tower they designed for the 65. This is considered a no-gap tower. So my air draft on this boat is just shy of 18 feet. So I can make any bridge down here to Boca, which is really cool for cruising. And then plus for fishing, I'm able to sit up there and tell my mate, hey, we're got a sailfish on the flat line, get everything ready to go. And that fish jumped right on that rod while we're watching it. So it's really cool to have that vantage point up there. So we tried to mimic a sport fish tower to be able to really get the full versatility of fishing on this boat. So I can drive and have all the controls up there. I've got 2 screens up there, so I can control everything on the boat, as well as have a better vantage point for all the fish. So I'm able to see a sailfish or a marlin on the long. I'm able to let my mate know to drop that bait back a little bit so that marlin eats that bait.
As a captain, I can't tell you how valuable it is to be able to make it under bridges without having to wait for them to open up. That's huge. That is such an awesome design choice.
And that is fully custom design. Unlike most towers where they just have a room for the captain, my tower has room for captain, 2 mates, and then of course I got the lounge chair up front. So we have the full Tuna tower on this boat. And when we're offshore, we're anchored up, we got the guys, we're swimming, we're able to do gainers, backflips, all different types of flips and shows off the top because it has that safe cushioned deck. So whether we're at the sandbar or offshore doing it, it's always fun and it's always safe.
Tell me what you fish for.
Today we're locally fishing, so I got 6 conventionals and about 6 spinners as well. Usually when we're fishing with the full crew, We'll have the 2 kite rods. We'll have 2 bottom deep drop rods, which are electric rods. We'll have 2 50s for trolling. We'll have 3 trolling rods, 25s. And then we have about 10 spinning rods for that, just in case we get into the tuna or the mahi-mahi. We're able to jig, we're able to live bait, and we're able to catch any fish that we come into. This is a fishing machine. We like to catch every fish that we come into. We don't like missing fish. We fish Quesal Bank, which is that Cuba bank. Really cool to be able to get that close to Cuba. So to be able to go out there and be able to catch 12 wahoo and release the rest just on a day, just to reel in some fish, it doesn't get any better than that. We got a lot of kingfish right now, and the blackfin tunas are rolling in town. So hopefully we'll get out there and catch some tunas and a couple sailfish today.
Captain Cholly, I have a confession. I don't know anything about fishing. So
Good.
You said we're gonna use kites today.
Yes, ma'am.
What does that look like?
We're gonna go out there and fly a kite. And once we get the kite in the air, we're able to attach 3 rods off each kite and be able to get that spread far away from the boat and keep that presentation of that boat perfect. And there's not another boat in the world where I could fly 2 kites here. I could fly a kite off the bow. I can get 4 guys on bottom here, and I can get 4 guys on vertical jigs here. So we can have 12 to 15 guys fishing at all times.
I love this.
Of course, not in tournaments, but when we're fishing with the boys, we're able to have 15 guys fishing at once. And there's not a boat in the world that can do that.
Let's go check out the cabins.
We actually sleep 5 comfortably down here. What's really cool is this is the first one, the bunk here. My stewardess, who you met upstairs, my mate Claudia, will stay in that bed. My mate and his girlfriend will stay in this bed. This will actually go down and be a nice bunk here. Me and a significant other fit perfect on this queen size mattress up here. And then we'll sleep 4 upstairs in hammocks, and then I'll sleep 3 more on couches and stuff. So we've slept 10 people on this boat, camped out in Down Island, Bahamas. So we have a full sink, freezers, fridges. I got my microwave up here, storage, and this really has everything you might need for a couple nights of camping over in the Bahamas, which is always super fun.
Did you all pick the finishes?
So everything on here was fit and finished, and we did pick this teak. That we wanted the darker teak to really pop in here, so you go from that dark gray outside to a darker teak inside with the light gray. And yeah, and we went with the white onyx too, which is really cool.
It has to be a complete custom job.
Everything is custom on this in the interior here. Full teak, no particle board. They actually build them in-house in the factory over in Tennessee, which is really cool.
Shiny and functional. Best of both. I love this detail above here. Would you mind opening up those screens? That is perfect.
So we're able to get the full daylight in, or if you've ever slept on a boat, you know how important darkness is. So we have the full room darkening as well that go the other way. So it's really nice to be able to have the options to sleep on board here. And this is what we call glamping. And this is how we glamp on the Pipe Dream.
If that's glamping, I'm in.
So what's really cool about the Pipe Dream is to be able to be out on a Saturday and not missing any big college football games. And right here we got the 48-inch screen TV that'll sync up with the Garmin screens up there. So I can watch football on 7 different screens on this boat.
This mirror
And that
is a
mirror
TV.
is a TV, yep.
It's a TV and a mirror. I love that detail.
We're not missing a game on Pipe Dream. Even if we're running offshore, I got Starlink installed on this boat, so I can watch football and Wi-Fi anywhere in the world.
That's killer. Completely killer. Let's go check out more of this yacht. There's so much more to see. Let's go. This bow is so spacious, and this table is so unique.
This is the best seat in the house. When I'm going 50 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, shooting over the Bahamas on a flat day, I put this table down, bring a couple more cushions up here, and you have the full lounge chair. And the best part is there's not an ounce of wind because everything's blowing right over top of you. When we first purchased this boat, we had our sea trial. We had a guy driving us around, and we were having a meeting with 8 guys on the bow, deciding what boat we want to get, what color we want to get, and it was all of us just sitting on the bow, hanging out, surrounded by a table, having a drink. We got the best seat in the house right here and 2 loungers right there, and we're living. This is genuine living right here. Going from island to island in the Bahamas, and doing it right.
This is the yacht life.
We can make that whole bow a platform on the front. So I got about 15 by 10 foot platform on the bow strictly for fishing, which is super fun. It also turns to a lounge chairs. I got full cushion, Bentley stitched cushions up there. So we can do a little bit of everything. It's a good couple's love seat up there as well, which is super fun. And the boss loves that with his wife. Hide from the wind up there. It's beautiful.
I am very ready to lounge here, but there's still more of this gorgeous yacht that I need to see. Let's go check out the Tuna Tower.
To the tower.
I cannot believe how much room there is up here. This is the biggest tower I've ever been on.
That's how we designed it. I got 3 screens right here. I'm able to control everything.
It really does have everything. This helm can do everything you need it to do. And you can see so far. That's perfect.
It doesn't get any better. I'm able to spot any fish. I'm able to see weeds and stuff off in the far distance from miles away. Just super cool.
I love it. This has been a fantastic tour, but I want to do what this boat was meant to do. Let's take her out.
Let's go fast.
Let's head out of the inlet and go catch some fish today.
We're gonna run south. Here's the pier here. And we usually start fishing just off the pier at about 1:30. Yesterday we were in 1:10. We had a beautiful rip right here. And we had the green water coming together with that beautiful blue. And we were able to catch, hook up 5 sailfish the other day on Wednesday. What's cool about this boat is being able to have the 24s. So these are like little TVs behind us. So when it's football season, it's Saturday, we're at the sandbar, we're out fishing. I got 3 different games on right behind me.
Can we talk about how amazingly massive these displays are?
Yep, and if you want to mess with your own screen,
Heck yeah!
I can mess with my own screen.
Yes!
And then we can pull the sonar up as well and get the sonar on there.
Ooh, I love
So
that!
to be able to have both of us working, picking routes, we're able to have it all.
As a professional mariner, my instruments are very important to me. The reality is, I can run a yacht without any windows at all if my instruments are clear and big enough to see. So a big screen, it's a thumbs up from me.
I got the Seakeeper 9 on board here, so this has got the top-notch Seakeeper in it, and this thing keeps this boat super stable even in those big 6-8 foot seas out there.
All right, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I do get seasick, but it takes quite a bit before it happens. The day Seakeeper came out though, I was so happy.
Game changer, yep.
So much better than stabilizer fins.
Nope. These outboards are changing the game here for us fishermen because we're able to go everywhere and have multiple engines and be able to have that redundancy. So if I'm over in the Bahamas and I lose a lower unit, I lose an engine, I have 5 engines, I can still come home at 50, 55 miles an hour with an engine down. So it really changes the game, these 600s. These 600s are the quietest engines on the market right now. Unlike any other boat where you're gonna have those diesels, you can't hear yourself think, you can't have a conversation, and all you do is smell that diesel smell, and it makes a lot of people seasick. That's what's cool about this boat is that it runs on unleaded fuel, so we're able to not get anybody seasick.
It used to be the case that a boat this size had to have inboard diesels. So to be able to power it with really spectacular, fast, efficient engines is completely game-changing.
And you'll see the true power of these engines once I get to this inlet where I'm able to actually open it up. I have to go super slow down here in the intercoastal because we have wake zones this time of year and we have a lot of manatees rolling through, and this boat will throw a 5-foot wake. So you have to be mindful of your wake here for sure. But once I'm able to pin it, we'll be going 45 miles in about 4 seconds, and the bow will not raise more than 3 inches, which is absolutely incredible on a boat like this.
So normally on a powerboat, when you put the throttle down, what happens is first the bow lifts way up until you get up on plane is what we call it, when most of the hull gets up and out of the water and now you're riding on top of the water. What this boat is able to do is get there so much quicker with so much elegance that she'll raise her bow just a teeny tiny bit before she's screaming through the water. It's amazing.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yes! That was perfection! Oh, yes. That's what 600s feels like.
Rig, fish and wire, because we've had a lot of kingfish and wahoo coming through the area.
The live well, look at them go. They're very alive. Oh my God.
No, this is how you fish these rods. It's just a shiny piece of metal down there looking for tuna rolling through. These guys are sail fishing here just like us, but with me, I like to put meat on the deck as well as catch sails, so I'm here looking for meat and dinner tonight, while these guys are looking to fly a little laundry later on. And when I say fly a little laundry, whenever you catch a billfish are protected species in our country with ethical fishermen, and they don't kill billfish, so we always release. And when you know you caught a billfish is when you're flying the flag. So you just fly one flag for each billfish caught, and these guys are kingfishing right there. So we're looking for what he's fishing for too.
So one of the details he didn't tell you about is the fact that this boat right now is holding its position dynamically. It knows its GPS location, and these engines are so smart that they lock in and hold the boat right here. So when you're ready to start fishing, you don't have to worry about where you are.
So we're old school on Pipe Dream. We only eat what we kill. So we eat a lot of deer venison, we eat a lot of wild hog down here, and we do eat a lot of fish. And that's why this time of year, it's the best. Freezers stay full. Oh, she got hit by a wahoo.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
They broke that right off.
Yep. And he's
Holy
circling
cow.
around because he knows the kings are here too.
That's terrifying. That means there's big, big fish down there. Do you hear that? That's the sound of dinner coming.
Oh, we got a fish on, baby.
There we go.
Wow.
Fish on.
Fish on.
Hey, Cap, get her a belt. You want to crank this in?
I mean, if I could figure out how.
Perfect, one hand
Up
up.
here?
Perfect, yep.
Ah,
Keep that tip up or keep that rod bent. And that bend in the rod's keeping that fish on that boat, on that rod.
Oh my goodness.
Let me know when that third bait goes
No idea
out.
what I'm doing. The lines were in, and all of a sudden I had a fish. Full disclosure, I'm really not a fisherman. How do you do that?
Hey, lift the rod, lift the kites up. Couple cranks, boys, couple cranks.
Fishing is hard. Oh my God, that is a fish.
Perfect. Joey, give me a gaff.
Help!
You're good, perfect.
Oh, look at him. Hey, buddy.
Ready? Beautiful, right in the gills, baby. Yeah, buddy. Nice.
Was it luck or was it skill? This is the kind of life you should design a whole yacht around. I am feeling extremely successful. If you teach a captain to fish, she'll be very happy.
First line in the water, baby. First fish. That's it. Then it gets skunked.
We're gonna head back in now and fry up that fish of mine. Let's have dinner.
Yeah, amen.
Epic day on the water. And I caught a fish. I don't think you can top that. Let's head back to the dock. This yacht has it all. The power, the elegance, the fact that it's taking everything I love about center consoles and making it bigger and more exciting and just everything you could ever want in a beautiful yacht. I'm obsessed.
Welcome to HGB, y'all. Let's go see how these yachts are made.
I had so much fun on Pipe Dream, but the customizations are what make it so unique to everyone. And I have David Bolton here, who is the person you go to when you want to make the dream happen.
We deliver the dream through making sure that the customer always gets the request that they want. We have a strong team of engineers here that can make any of these dreams really possible. Pipe Dream is a great example of this. So we look at Pipe Dream and we see they had a heavy customization request. They wanted this boat to be fun for everyone. No matter where they are in the world, they can have fun with this boat. It is still a monster fishing boat, but nothing outfishes in Australia.
We took her out and we hit some serious wakes, and it was totally comfortable because of her Seakeeper. How do you fit that in there?
We heavily rely on our stringer system for this, so we mold our stringers in a way that allows the Seakeeper to drop in and be fitted every time perfectly, as well as be structural enough that the force effect of the Seakeeper is actually felt through the entire boat. Nothing is lost on the boat with the Seakeeper.
There's other types of gyroscopes out there. Do customers ever ask for different options other than Seakeeper?
We have had people ask for the potential of another option, but we have found through testing, through everyone here who's had the options and have played with other devices, that we actually enjoy the Seakeeper a lot more for our boats. The platform shape of the Seakeeper fits better in our boats. It's more of a lower profile, and it works a lot better for our mechanical spaces to still allow for things like extra storage or customized lockers down there.
My favorite space on board was the tower. It felt bigger, it felt more expansive than I've ever seen, and it felt very stable. How did you do that?
Our hardtop on our 65 is so massive to begin with, and we didn't want to have any lost space up there, so we wanted to utilize as much as we could. So we did. We put the front lounger on there, we expanded the upper helm station on there, we had the nice bench chair. Everyone up there felt roomy and comfortable, and you had a great sight lines at the bow of the boat. You had great sight lines to the area after the engines, especially if you're backing down on a big tuna or a big marlin. So it's great for everyone, no matter what you're using it for.
What other customizations did they ask for to get those relaxed vacation vibes?
One of the big ones they asked for is they wanted space for people. So when we go down to the cabin, have space for people. They wanted to maximize the comfortability of the cabin. So we went through and we basically shored up our cabin in a way that they could fit a full crew of people down there.
I just love glossy teak. It's like candy. Pipe Dream had an amazing list of customizations on that yacht, and I loved every single one of them. How long from getting that list to getting that yacht did it take?
Pipe Dream would have taken about 8 months in total, from customers saying they want it and telling us what they want for it to the day they're on the water.
That's a lot of customizations for 8 months. How does that break down from the list to design and conceptual to the build?
The list will be the very first thing. It's what the customer wants. They'll sit down with myself, they'll sit down with our sales manager, and we'll work through and we'll go through, these are what you want, these are your dreams on this boat, and we record all of it and we start working on the back end. When it comes to the other side, the supply, once we decide the parts needed, we're immediately sending off to our purchasing group to make sure that this shows up on time when we need it, so the build time is perfect. We plan it so that when the boat hits the line initially, there's no stop loss in their build time. Everything that they're doing to them is going to be a normal day. And it's at the point where these heavy customizations are a normal day for them and why they're so talented.
Pipe Dream is incredible. From that gorgeous paint job to the flexible use of space, it's an unforgettable yacht with hands down one of the most fun crews on the water. Can I have auto-inflating fenders on the sides?
Absolutely.
Can I have a full-length closet?
You sure can.
Can I have a ball pit?
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Can I have a foot bath?
Yeah.